Okay. I'm on. We've had some technical difficulties relating to the audio on my game capture that I'm hoping have resolved themselves. It's entirely possible they haven't. And I'm going to have horrible audio issues here. We'll find out, I suppose. I'm hoping that that's not, like, too deafeningly loud and isn't really staticky, because it was coming through really staticky for a minute there, and I don't know why. Okay, I'm hoping that's gonna be good. We'll just go ahead and assume it's fine. Maybe boost it up just a tiny bit. I'm hoping that's fine. Alright, if I go like this, am I able to control the game and see what's going on just fine? It looks like it. God, what a mess. I cannot wait until I'm back on hardware that I can just stream natively from. This capture card is not enjoyable. But we're almost done with this game. We're going into the final section here. I only stopped and waited. I had to wait a couple of days because I had to wait for the physical disc copy of the next game in the series. Because for whatever insane reason, when they released... Why is Eva's fatigue depleting so quickly? Oh dear. We might need to do some hunting for her. Dear Lord, she is just starving to death. Is she okay? How do I view Eva? I thought I'd be able to... I thought I could just... I'd have to be standing like right next to her. I do. Yeah, okay, she's fine. Let's feed... Oh, these have rotted while I was away. Oh no.
This tastes like crap.
That's fine. Okay. We'll just catch some food as we go. And I gotta watch out for the guards, because there's gonna be some guards eventually. How's she doing? Is she okay? You coming? I feel like she's bleeding an awful lot. I also don't remember how far ahead I can get before it's a problem. Because there's eventually guards. And we're gonna have to kind of sneak through a bit of forest while getting chased by the guards. And they're actually, like, you know, somewhat competent. Alright. I think we don't want to go with the Soviet camo anymore. We actually want to go for some good camo, like Heidi camo, because we gotta be careful here. Also, what is the deal with this one? This will be fine. Alright. Trying to remember.
Leave this to me.
Eva, please stop.
Snake?
You're finished!
Okay, Eva's been mildly shot. I don't remember the controls anymore. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Where are they going? Oh my god, this is really bad. I really need you to come with me, Eva. We gotta get out of here before more guards show up. Come on. Come on. We gotta go. Uh-oh. Okay, this way. This way. Come on. We gotta keep moving. It's fine. I meant to do that. Eva. This way. It's fine. We don't need that blood anyway. It's fine, we're just escaping the enemy. Eva may have a slight, you know, hole all the way through her torso. Like in one side out the other, but it's fine. Oh, it's because I got shot in the dick. Yeah, he's fine. Snake's a champ. I think we're going this way. Come on. We need to get a little farther. I think there's one more screen of this. I really wish I knew how the audio was doing, because the audio had some hiccups there for a minute. Alright, we've lifted her up, and we're on our way. Okay, I see a soldier there. I see several soldiers. Oh, I see many soldiers. One down. Two down. Alright. Let's keep it going. Oh, I'm gonna need to feed her in a second. Have a python.
Can I have seconds?
We're just gonna keep moving. We're just gonna keep moving. see several soldiers, but they don't see me. Alright, perfect. Eva? No, no, this isn't time for sitting. Come on. We gotta go. We only got one more area to make it through, Eva. We're gonna be alright. Oh. Oh, he ducked. He's right there. So they're laying in the grass. That is some tricky stuff right there. Also, what were all those noises just there? Come on. Eva? Eva? Come on. Yeah, I know you're hungry. We gotta go. Matter of fact, here, you can have this snake that I just shot.
Well, not bad at all.
I think we should probably just throw out the rotting Russian glowcat mushrooms. Come on. We're going this way. Don't worry about all them guys. They're fine. Yep. Here we go. Perfect. Okay. And I think there might be one more section, or this is it. That looks like this is it. That was the last sneaking section of the game.
Come on, Snake. We made it.
We made it.
Over there.
Okay, there's our craft.
It's the boss, isn't it? I'll go get the wig ready to take off.
Right.
I'll leave you two alone. But come back in one piece, okay? Promise me!
Oh, Sutton doesn't like these textures on the water there. 2 HD for its own good.
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic. When life ends, it gives off a final lingering aroma. Light is but a farewell gift from the darkness to those on their way to die. I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss. Why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again. The world used to be whole. But with the end of the Second World War, the philosophers began to fight amongst themselves, and the world was torn apart. The Cobras, my comrades who trained and fought alongside me, were torn apart
Good morning.
as well. The foibles of politics and the march
Hope
of
the audio
time
is all
can
right.
turn
I had to do
friends
some
into
tweaking
enemies
with
just
the
as
capture
easily
card
as the
again.
wind changes. Ridiculous, isn't it? Yesterday's ally becomes today's opposition. And this Cold War? Think back. When I was leading the Cobras, America and Russia were fighting together. Now, consider whether America and Russia will still be enemies in the 21st century. Somehow I doubt it. Enemies change along with the times, the flow of the ages, and we soldiers are forced to play along. I didn't raise you and shape you into the man you are today just so we could face each other in battle. A soldier's skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends. So then what is an enemy? Is there such a thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing, and never has been. And the reason is that our enemies are human beings like us. They can only be our enemies in relative terms. The world must be made whole again. The philosophers must be reunited. I will devote my skills to that purpose. And with the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end. Just as I once created the Cobras. They are my family. I may no longer be able to bear children, but I still have a family. It was November 1st, 1951. I was in the Nevada desert participating in atomic testing. The name Nevada is derived from Spanish, covered in snow, white as snow. And snow is exactly what I saw in that Nevada desert. It froze my blood white. Snake, you were an atomic test subject, weren't you? On Bikini Atoll. That's part of the reason I was drawn to you. You and I are alike. We're both slowly being eaten away by the karma of others. We'll never have the chance to die peacefully of old age. We have no tomorrow. But we can still have hope for the future. In 1960, I saw a vision of the ideal future from space. 3 years earlier, the Soviet Union had succeeded in launching Sputnik, the first man-made satellite in history, into orbit. This came as a huge shock to the United States. In response, America threw everything it had into its own manned spaceflight project, the Mercury program. Even as the Soviets seemed poised to send their first man into space, America was still experimenting with chimpanzees and rockets.
I mean, so far this is all true.
The government wanted human data. So they secretly decided to send a human being into space.
This part might not be as true.
I was the one they chose. At the time, they didn't have the technology to block out cosmic rays, and whoever they sent up would inevitably be exposed to heavy radiation. That's why they chose me. After all, I'd already been irradiated once.
That
Of course,
doesn't
you
make
won't find
much
any of
sense.
this in the history books. I could see the planet as it appeared from space. That's when it finally hit me. Space exploration is nothing but another game in the power struggle between the US and the USSR. Politics, economics, the arms race, they're all just arenas for meaningless competition. I'm sure you can see that, but the Earth itself has no boundaries. No east, no west, no Cold War. And the irony of it is, the United States and the Soviet Union are spending billions on their space programs and the missile race, only to arrive at the same conclusion. In the 21st century, everyone will be able to see that we are all just inhabitants of a little celestial body called Earth. A world without communism or capitalism, that is the world I wanted to see. But reality continued to betray me. In 1961, I was sent to Cuba, to Bahia de Cochinos. It was part of a CIA-sponsored invasion under the guise of taking Cuban exiles back to their country. But the US government betrayed them. Our weak-kneed president held back their air support. Defenseless, the exiles were annihilated by the Cuban army. All I could do was watch in silence. I was set up by the very country I'd sacrificed so much for, by the very government I dedicated my life to defending. I was driven from the surface world, and I went underground. Then, 2 years ago, I faced the Sorrow, my old comrade in battle. He was my friend. But one of us had to die. I was left with no choice. The Sorrow gave his life for me. There is no enmity between us. One must live, and one must die. That was the mission. The ones who gave me that mission were the philosophers.
But what was the mission?
Early in the 20th century, the true holders of power in the United States, the Republic of China, and the newly formed Soviet Union gathered together in a secret meeting that would later be known as the Wiseman's Committee. The secret pact they formed there marked the beginning of the philosophers. But the last of the original members died in the 1930s. After that, the organization began to run out of control, and the Wiseman's Committee degenerated into a mere shell of its former self. The philosophers of today have no sense of good or evil. Their influence extends to countries and organizations involved in every aspect of every war. They have become war itself. That's how they operate. The sacrifices of war cause a shift in the times. This shift leads to renewed conflict, and in turn triggers the next war. Like a nuclear chain reaction, each conflict sparks countless others, forming an endless spiral that will continue on for eternity. Do you understand what I'm saying, Snake? By consuming me and you, the philosophers intend to keep that cycle going forever. It was my father who explained all of this to me. He was one of them. You see, I am the last remaining child of the philosophers. But after he revealed the truth, my father was killed by that same shapeless, formless organization. And my father isn't the only thing the philosophers have taken from me. In June of 1944, the Cobras and I took part in the landing at Normandy. We'd been given a top-secret mission to locate and destroy enemy V-2 rocket installations. I was pregnant at the time. The Sorrow was the father. I gave birth on the field of battle. A beautiful baby boy. But my child was snatched away from me by the philosophers.
I don't know if they mention it here, but I think they don't. Her kid is Ocelot.
Look at this scar. This is proof that I was once a mother. I gave up my body and my child for my country. There is nothing left inside me now. Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night, I can still feel the pain creeping up inside me, slithering through my body like a snake. I've never talked this much about myself before.
Yeah, airdropping a woman 9 months pregnant into Normandy is certainly a decision that was made in this series, apparently.
I feel content. Snake, commence the operation.
I mean, I get they're trying to establish that the boss is like a complete fucking badass, but
I raised
like,
you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge. There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand. One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. It is our destiny. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless
she
battle.
probably couldn't put on socks by herself. Apparently the boss could.
I'll give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, Miggs will come and bomb the hell out of this place.
The boss is such a
If you can beat me
badass
in
that
less
even the
than 10
day she
minutes,
gave birth,
you'll be
she
able
was
to escape
airdropping
in
in to
time.
kill Nazis.
Let's make this the greatest 10 minutes of our lives, Jack.
Oh.
Boss.
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty.
Oh, let's see how many times I die in this fight. I'm about to get fucking wrecked. Oh,
Let's see what you're made of.
oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, oh, shit.
Time to play rough. All these years instilling
No, 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 no. Okay, wait. I don't need this. No, 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 no. Okay. I don't want to put on the stupid face paint. You can put on one of these face paints here, they give you a bonus, but then during the final cutscene you have Snake's face painted like one of these and it looks fucking ridiculous. So, we're not gonna do that. We'll just leave him with no paint. It's fine. Also, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be playing some music here. That it's not playing. Or maybe you have to get a little farther into the fight.
There you are.
No, no, no. Oh, I fucked that up.
Run quick.
Okay.
Brace yourself.
Okay, I'm actually doing alright here. There's also some snakes you can catch around here.
Here I come.
Oh, oh! Snake J. Okay, if I go into my food viewer here, yeah, Snake Solid. There's some references to some characters from later in the series. There is a Snake Solid, a Snake Liquid, and a Snake Solidus. Let's find out if it's any good.
Delicious.
Okay, we've learned that Naked Snake enjoys eating Solid Snake. There's a sentence. Gunshot wound. Let's go ahead and put some bandages on that. There we go. Oh, where is she? Where is she?
There you are.
Okay, we've got her halfway down.
You've gotten stronger.
How did she... Oh my god. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I messed that one up. I messed that one up badly.
Run quick.
Oh god. Where is she? Where is she? I also don't seem to be able to switch the camera back to the And yeah, it's supposed to be playing the Snake Eater theme here. I don't know why it isn't.
Let's see what you're made of.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I didn't even see her there. Good lord.
Is that
Oh,
all these years and to show for it?
come on. Yeah, I don't know why it's not playing the theme here. It's a little weird. I've never seen that happen before.
There you are.
There, got her. Oh my god.
Here I come.
Got her. And I got her camo. The snake camo.
Take this. Keep it safe. It's our only hope.
A patriot? Why are you giving me this?
Jack. Or should I say, Snake? You're a wonderful man. Kill me. Kill me now. Do it. There's only room for one boss and one snake.
So yeah, it actually makes you do this. This isn't just a cutscene right now. I'm having to sit here and Pretty sure that's not how scars work, but that's fine. Also, I kind of noticed she set off the other nuke, and I feel like that's not gonna, like, look good when we have to report back to Khrushchev about why a second nuke went off. That's kind of the whole point of this mission.
Ready to go, Snake?
Eva, I think Snake needs a minute.
Are you okay? Snake?
Yeah.
I told you you could trust me.
Hey, buddy.
Snake! Ocelot! We're not done yet! Damn!
Too heavy!
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Not good!
Nice, a quick learner. Oh! Ah. Oof.
I picked up a few new moves.
Can you two go find somewhere else to flirt?
Doesn't feel right to shoot an unarmed man. But I'll get over it. Eva! What do you say to one last showdown?
Yeah, all right.
I don't remember the correct answer to this bit. There's like a right answer and a wrong answer. You get different rewards depending on what you pick. I don't remember what's what. I'm gonna go with the one on the right.
What's your name?
Snake.
No. Not that name. You're not a snake, and I'm not an ocelot. We're men with names. My name is Adamska. What's yours?
John.
Very well, John. Plain name. But I won't forget it.
I'm gonna go with the one on the right.
Come on!
I don't remember which one's the correct option. Yeah, all it really affects is what unlock I get, but there's an unlock that I'd prefer, so I'm hoping I picked the right thing. And aim at Ocelot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's a blank. Oh, that was fun.
I think that means I picked the right one. I wanted to pick the empty gun. Yes.
Till we meet again, John.
All right. You're telling me Khrushchev couldn't have provided us a way out of here? Like, this is the best we've got.
right.
Yeah, we sure did.
Oh no, Migs! There's no way out! What are we gonna do?
We've come too far to let them stop us now. Those things have got to be armed.
It's no use. There's no way we can outmaneuver them. They're gonna shoot us down. We were so close.
Weapon systems on.
Locked on target. I got towed.
You were great, Eva.
Huh?
Thanks.
Hulk 19, this is Control. Stand by for a direct order from the chairman. Hulk 19, return to base immediately. Do you read me? This is a direct order from Comrade Khrushchev. Return to base immediately. Hulk 19, do you copy? Understood. Aborting mission. RTB.
Look! The MiGs are turning back! Woo!
Do you think you could give us a ride instead? Our plane's falling apart.
Well done, Snake.
The MiGs disengaged.
Most likely under orders from Khrushchev.
Is this his way of helping us?
Who knows? Maybe he didn't want things to get messier than they already are. Or maybe he just wanted us to owe him one. The important thing is, you made it out alive. As long as Khrushchev is with us, I don't think they'll be coming after you. It should be smooth sailing all the way to Alaska. I'm sending someone out to Galena Base to meet you.
To meet me?
The DCI and the President himself are waiting at Langley. Don't keep them waiting.
I mean, there's a rather large hole in our plane, and one of the wings is kind of banged up. I don't know if this is a good idea, but sure, we'll save. And I think from here on out, it's all just cutscene. I'm going to take a brief moment to run and grab myself some water while this plays. But it's very interesting cutscene.
So what are you going to do now? Go back to the KGB?
What do you want me to do?
Did you ever think about coming back to America?
I can't go back. I've left America behind me.
But you saved this country.
I didn't do it alone.
And I still owe you a dinner.
Is that part of your mission too? Or is it an order? Or is it an invitation? Or a proposal? I don't take orders from anyone now.
What did I miss? Did they invite Ocelot?
Scholars tell us that the first spy in history was the snake in the book of Genesis. In that story, it was Eve who was tempted by the snake in the Garden of Eden. But this time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge. Forgive me, Snake.
Good morning, Snake. I hope you slept well.
First of all, I have to apologize. I wasn't sent by Khrushchev. I'm not a KGB spy, and I never worked for the NSA.
I'm an agent of the People's Republic of China for the General HQ 2nd Department of the People's Liberation Army. It was all a lie. I tricked you. And I'm sorry.
The philosophers still exist in China, too. You see, my mission was to find out where Volgin was hiding the philosopher's legacy and steal it. So I infiltrated his base as a KGB spy. The two NSA codebreakers who defected in 1960 were actually both men. The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place, saving me the trouble of having to eliminate him. I sneaked in by pretending I was Eva. And you and Sokolov and Volgin, you all believed me. The philosopher's legacy was originally held in common between the US, Soviet Union, and China. We couldn't let the Russians and the Americans take it all for themselves. The Chinese government had its eye on the legacy too. I got the film containing the legacy, and also the nuclear missile launch data from the Shagohod. 5 years ago, the Soviet Union stopped supplying us with nuclear weapons technology. Since then, China's Liaodong easing, hydrogen bomb, and space rocket projects have fallen behind. But with this data, our country will be able to develop its own nukes. We'll create a deterrent force to rival those of the US and Soviet Union. Everything has gone according to plan, thanks to your help. I too am one of the philosophers. I'm an agent of the philosophers, a graduate of one of their charm schools. I was raised in a joint US-Soviet-Chinese facility to become a sleeper agent. This was before the war. Back then, they were collecting children from all over the world. As a result, I'm indistinguishable from a native-born American. So it didn't surprise me when you and Volgin couldn't tell the difference. But she knew right from the beginning. She knew because before the war, she was at one of the philosopher's schools too, as an instructor. The boss was the only one I couldn't fool. She was the only one who knew I was a fake. She told me everything. Why did she open her heart to me like that? At the time, I couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake. She wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you. That's why she saved my life. I've lied to you so many times, but not this time. My orders from the government were to obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you. But I can't do it. Not because we loved each other. And not because you saved my life. But because I made a promise to the boss. And I intend to keep it. I just wanted you to know. And you have to live. Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No. Far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice. Because that was her duty.
You are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss.
I think there's a couple first-person things you can do here that are kind of interesting. Yeah, there. Oh, Ocelot's great in this game. He's phenomenal.
You know, we could use an infiltration unit like Fox in the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgin inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgin's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgin fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the US government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss. And that one of their own would have to do the job. The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive. And she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given, and she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And no one will ever understand her. That was her final mission. And like a true soldier, she saw it through to the end. But I think she wanted you, of all people, to know the truth. She wanted to live on in your memory. Not as a soldier, but as a woman. But she was forbidden to tell you herself. And that's why she told me. Snake, history will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
So that last one is a reference to events of Metal Gear Solid 1, which it's going to be quite a while before I get to, but Ah, back when Konami used to make video games.
Yes, Grozny Grad and the Granin Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace. I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves. I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed. Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The Philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the Philosophers can finally be revived. The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now. I'm afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear attack system. Perhaps it might just come in handy someday. Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam. Of course, I'm always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, Ocelot's smug as hell. And you never really know who he's working for, and that kind of carries on like throughout the series. Is you never quite know whether to trust him or not. Like he's incredibly talented at lying and covering his tracks. But yes, that's it. We're done with Snake Eater, and not a particularly impressive run or anything here. It was at 21 continues. That's 15 humans killed. That's terrible. I can do better than that. 17 life bars of damage. Whatever. It's fine. Didn't use any life medicine though, so that's good. Jaguar is an okay rating. It's not great, not terrible. What did we get for new items? If I go back and replay the game, because I picked the empty revolver at the end there, I start the game with the single action army, the Patriot, a digital camera, the green face paint, a tuxedo, DPM and OSCAM, which I already had from picking I like Metal Gear Solid 3, but now I can pick something else and still have those. And yeah, we'll just save there. Now I can start a kind of new game plus with those new items. Yes, the tuxedo is very handy in the jungle. You never know when you need a good tuxedo. I think if you beat the entire game with a tux, I think it's this one? One of them. If you beat the entire game in the tuxedo, your rating at the end is tuxedo. But yeah, that is it for Metal Gear Solid 3. Where is it? Yeah. Silent assassin suit only. Yes, yes. Just hitman my way through. I'm gonna have to come back to this one eventually because this is where I can access Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2. But the next game in the timeline is Peace Walker. Well, technically it's Portable Ops, although Portable Ops has somewhat been retconned out of being canon to an extent. They kind of moved everything that was still canon from Portable Ops and had it happen again in Peace Walker. So Peace Walker is sort of the next officially, it's definitely canon one. Portable Ops you can just kind of skip over. The only thing it covers is one character reference in, I believe it's Metal Gear Solid 1, that makes more sense if you've played Peace Walker, but that's it. And yeah, I'm ready to move on to that tonight. I actually had to order that one because the digital version of the HD edition, HD collection, only includes Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, whereas the disc version includes a second disc that has Peace Walker on it. But for some reason that's not available as a separate download. You have to buy the physical disc version. And you can still play it. It was originally made for the Xbox 360. You can totally still play it on an Xbox One. Like, I plugged it in and tested it out earlier. It just got here in the mail. It was a few days late, which is why I had to take a couple days off there. But I'm going to briefly pause the stream, and then restart it, and hopefully we'll be in Peace Walker. Should be back in like 5 minutes.